There'll be more widespread, Janelle and Siafa, as we go through the afternoon. We've got a bit of a stormy and steamy start to the work week today and tomorrow. But the good news is it does look like it's going to dry out a bit more as we head toward the 4th of July later on in the week. So let's start with our map. We'll talk about where we are right now as far as temperatures, which is, if you've stepped outside this morning, you know it's very, very warm. Temperatures are in the upper 70s right now. We're at 77 degrees in Wilmington, 78 degrees in Philadelphia right now, upper 70s, mainly from the city on south, a little bit cooler to the north and west. But I also want to put up our current radar, and you can see this one cell, this storm right here that kind of blew up overnight down over portions of Salem and Cumberland counties. This is the past 2 hours, and it's been moving eastward into Atlantic County. So this has really got its sights set on the shore points, and it's producing very heavy rain. In fact, we actually do have a flash flood warning in effect for parts of the area. So let's talk about where that warning is and what to expect if your travels take you through that part of our region this morning, especially into Atlantic County. That's where the storm is moving now. So it's a soupy start to the day. A few heavy storms rumbling off to the south. Doesn't look like it's going to build back north and west, but later on this afternoon, we will see scattered storms fire up, even close to the city. Tomorrow, a next weather alert for the afternoon and evening as a line of severe storms is possible along a strong cold front. So what's happening right now? Again, there's that cell we're watching. A lot of lightning with that. The lightning is starting to diminish at least a little bit. We do still have very heavy rain, and this highlighted box here, that is your flash flood warning. That means flash flooding is likely ongoing, especially from Vineland on east into parts of Atlantic County. So please be very, very safe out on the roads this morning. We also have a heat advisory for the city and surrounding counties for heat index values up to near 100 degrees today. Coming up, we'll time out the storms for this afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll take a look ahead to the 4th. Janelle, I'll send it over to you.
All right, Kate, thank you. Turning to traffic now
of the week. So there's a spoiler, a good one for the 4th of July. So we just got to get there. And today and tomorrow, the ugliest days of the week. Not going to pour both days all day long, but we've got scattered strong storms today and again tomorrow. Tomorrow, a next weather alert for potential severe weather, and it's going to be warm and very soupy. It does get a little less humid for the 4th. A look outside right now, you can see some blow-off clouds as storms continue to move through portions of South Jersey. And in fact, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning now for some of our shore towns. So let's take you right into it. Let's start off with a live look down the shore. A couple of our cameras, the Margate camera, not responding to us right now. You can see it's raining along the Ocean City Boardwalk. Rain coming down at a pretty good clip here. It's starting to look pretty ominous in Stone Harbor. Also Atlantic City, seeing some rain moving in as we speak. And these storms have a history of producing heavy rainfall. We had a flash flood warning still in effect for portions of Cumberland County and Atlantic County. And you can see there's not much out there. Scattered storms mainly just down the shore. But this line has produced a lot of lightning since the overnight hours as it moved from Salem and Cumberland counties east toward the shore points. And now a lot of lightning, especially Strathmere down toward Avalon and Stone Harbor. That's where the lightning is kind of concentrated here right now. So that is also where we find a severe thunderstorm warning as this one cell moves basically Sea Isle City right down through 7 Mile, maybe clipping Wildwood as well. This goes through 6 a.m. Radar indicated hail potential of up to 3/4 of an inch and also wind gusts to 60 miles per hour. Also dangerous cloud to ground lightning. And this produced heavy rain here over portions of Cumberland and Atlantic counties where we still have a flash flood warning. Even though the rain has moved out, it came down heavily enough for a short enough period of time that it produced the threat for flooding rains, and that continues this morning. So please be safe on the roads out there. The rest of us not seeing much of anything as of yet, but we do have kind of an unsettled pattern, at least until this cold front all the way back here by Minneapolis moves through. We're going to see this area that came through this morning start to lift back north as a warm front tonight, and then a strong cold front coming through tomorrow afternoon and evening, which will trigger another round of potentially severe storms. In addition, we also have a heat advisory for Philadelphia and surrounding counties through this afternoon because it may feel as hot as 100 degrees in the city, up to 99 degrees elsewhere. So that has triggered that heat advisory. So it's hot, it's soupy, and it's stormy. Not a great combination here for a Monday. We're in a level 1 marginal risk for severe weather, mainly later on this afternoon. That's that green shading you see there. Tomorrow, this is a level 2 threat. So this is why we have that next weather alert. Storms will be likely stronger tomorrow with a greater risk, especially for damaging straight line wind gusts. Taking you through the rest of today, again, these first storms will move off the coast. Starting about 2-3 o'clock, though, we'll see another round of scattered showers and storms develop. Again, most of these should stay sub-severe, but we could see a brief severe thunderstorm warning, as well as pockets of heavy rain. Another round tonight, and then that lifts north as a warm front. We'll start tomorrow warm and steamy with some sun. But it's tomorrow afternoon and evening as this band comes through that we'll see some potential severe weather and heavy rainfall. And then we try to clear it it out and dry it out. Thursday looks hot, but nicer for the 4th of July. On Friday, 86 and sunny. You really can't beat that forecast. Marcella, I'll send